Can you hear me
That
now?
better? Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Oh, yeah, perfect, man. Appreciate you taking time out of your day to do this, man.
Yeah, sorry it's been so long, bro. I'm sorry about that.
No, it's all good. Just wanted to discuss how was your last fight? How'd it go? Like I already know the result, but I mean, was it everything you were thinking as far as the finish?
Yeah, again, I thought it would maybe take a little longer, but the fight went went as smooth as it possibly can, you know what I mean? Like nothing, no injuries afterwards. Got out of there quick and did the job, man. Another finish and moving on to the final goal, getting back to the UFC, you know.
Oh yeah, brother. Um, after going 3-0, what's next? Do you have another fight planned, or you waiting for that call?
As of right now, nothing's really been discussed or anything like that. You know what I mean? I'm waiting for my team to get back from Austin. We got Rob fighting this weekend in the UFC, so I'm waiting for them to get back, and then I'll talk to my manager and coach Tyson and see what's next. Probably looking again to fight at the beginning of the year, January, unless a UFC call comes up or something bigger, but probably just another local show up in at the beginning of the year, either January or February, and then hopefully get another win, get another finish, and still push for something bigger. You know.
Oh yeah. Are you committed to like one organization, or are you free to fight wherever you want as far as that goes?
On the lower circuit, there's no real contracts for anything. It's not like Bellator or PFL or UFC or anything like that. Nah, so I can fight wherever at this
Oh,
point.
okay.
So the last one was at Combat Zone. The one before that was at CES. So probably just stay local and fight at a couple of these local shows and just keep trying to rack it up. They keep giving me tough opponents. There's plenty of guys this last year that were kicked out that were in the UFC before. So there's plenty of big fights to make and there's also that bare knuckle MMA stuff that Masvidal's putting on. He's paying pretty well, so that could also be an option as well.
That would be awesome. Uh, Cage Titans got an event on the 27th in January. Does that interest you at all?
I got a couple teammates fighting on that card. If that's where it goes, it hasn't seemed to. I haven't fought for them since my amateur career, so it very well could be. I miss those guys. Great organization puts on great shows. So if something comes up and it's big enough, then yeah, of course.
That's awesome, man. And so where are you training currently? Are you just with the New England cartel, or do you kind of spread out your training everywhere?
Yeah, so where I live in Milford, well now I live in Woonsocket, Rhode Island. I'm kind of far away from everything. You know what I mean? I'm kind of like I have to drive wherever I go, so I spread my time between three spots. I got my boxing gym in Ashland, Mass, called Uppercuts Boxing Club. I also train with this guy and this Russian guy. Teaching me some striking stuff. He's in out of Hudson, Mass, at
Oh,
Hudson Combat Academy where I teach also, and then I train up in Lawrence with the any cartel guys, and right now it's like it's a pain in the ass to drive everywhere. Everything's like 45 to an hour from me, but it's just a perfect setup, man. I like this feeling where I don't feel comfortable anywhere. I kind of have to just make myself go to training, force myself into the fire a little bit, and everywhere I go, I'm kind of getting beat up. So it's just a perfect little setup for me to stay focused, stay driven, and force myself to make it through training and get there and do what I need to do to be the best version of myself.
yes, sir. And what keeps you motivated every day is again back to the UFC is what 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 keeps you motivated.
Uh, I I kind of don't really focus on where I'm gonna be at the end of this. You know what I mean? I kind of just trying to focus on loving the sport again. Like you know what I mean? For years, I was doing this sport, and I hated every bit of it. I hated every version of this thing. I hated fighting. I hated training. I hated. I just had no love for this sport anymore, and now it's kind of just what's keeping me motivated is not having to work a fucking normal 9 to 5 job every day. Do what I love. This is what I've loved for most of my life. So I gotta just find that again. Find that drive that I had when I was 22 and love this shit and did this shit just for free. Basically, I did this shit for free and just wanted to do it. So now it's more just trying to find that young kid again inside myself and just stay loving doing something that I love for the rest of my life. That's all I've ever wanted to do. Just do something I love for the rest of my life as a job and not have to just grind through the week to make it to the weekend, you know.
Right. Yeah. Being in that same circle loop, whatever, as everybody else.
Yeah.
Um, how'd you get the nickname Soulless? I was always curious about that.
It's kind of like I'm a big like anime and old fighting video games and stuff, and like my me and my coach were just playing around like Mortal Kombat and Shang Tsung and stuff like that, and it kind of just stuck from there. You know what I mean? Like he's a soulless like demon king and shit like that. So it was just stuff like that, and then we just rolled out soulless, and it was just stayed that way.
Oh yeah. And what was it like? Not really trying to bring up the past too much, but what was it like getting that call from the UFC at that point in your career?
Oh, it was the best moment. Again, at the time when it was happening, it was the best moment, and then it was like one of the worst parts of my life after that. But when it was happening, it was like that moment I got the call was the most excited I've ever been in my life. You know what I mean? I was happy. I was just chilling, and then all of a sudden I'm in the UFC. You know what I mean? When all your dreams come to fruition out of nowhere, it's the most amazing feeling in the world. But then shortly after all the other stuff that came about it, the access to my life, me not being ready for all the attention I got so fast, and then again just doubting myself completely after I lost and got beat up, and then I lost again. It's like I went into a bad way for a couple years. You know what I mean? Now I got good people in my life. I got good people that showed me the way out, brought me to the light again, and now we're in a place that when I make it back, I'll be ready to deal with the situation that is being in the UC, the attention, the drive, the people talking shit. Like that's the other thing I wasn't ready. I didn't realize how many people would be talking, and again, it was because of who I fought. It was because of his star power and his notoriety that brought all that into me. If I just fought some normal person, it wouldn't have been as bad. But it is what it is. You know what I mean? Everything
Yeah,
happens for a reason. It happens to make you better and best. Happens to make you a better person. I'm very grateful for every opportunity I've ever been given, and I just want to make it back to show everybody how good I really am.
yes, sir. And overall, after that fight, like, what'd you take away from it? Like, was
Um,
he as
I,
strong as maybe you anticipated, or maybe was it
he's
an
he,
easier fight?
he's just really fun. He at the end of the day, he's really good, man. I'm not gonna talk shit about him. I'm not gonna say here and say he's bad or he's again. He's not anything. He's not anything that's not beatable. He's not anything that's not deal withable. I'm good enough to be in there with these guys, and I just gotta. Again, it's just I fought like an idiot. You know what I mean? And I took shots. He doesn't hit any harder than anybody else I've ever been hit by. He's very good. He's a sniper. He's a sniper for a reason. You know what I mean? Reason he knocks people out not because he hits super hard. It's because he puts shots at the right spots when you're not ready to take them. You know what I mean? That's why he knocked out Aljo. Aljo was lunging in, got took was his feet weren't underneath him, and he took it right on the chin and got put to sleep. You know what I mean? So these are the things that you have to be ready. The reason I didn't go to sleep because my feet were underneath me. I didn't fucking do much back, but I didn't go out. So it's these are the
Yeah,
things. These are the things you have to be ready for, and these are the things I wasn't ready for at the time. I fought like an idiot. I just charged forward. I didn't wrestle. Didn't do any of the things I needed to do to make the fight closer. So it is what it is. We'll do better next time.
I saw it. Well, I wasn't there live to see it, but I watched it live. So hell of a fight either way, man.
Thank you, brother.
Like the last 30 seconds, I really wish they would have just let you continue. I just wanted to see the end, but
Me too, brother. But it is what it is.
yeah. And another kind of question I had was Tough 31. Did they call you out there to be on the show? And like, what happened with that situation?
Um, yeah, I was again. They told me I was gonna be on the show, but obviously with those shows, it could have just been they brought a bunch of people out there, and then they choose how they want. I don't know, but again, I was out there for 9 days, and then I was out there, and then the day we were supposed to leave to go to filming, they came into my room and told me that I wasn't on the show anymore or wasn't gonna be on the show. I don't know exactly what happened. And then they were like, you can stay for a couple days and decide if you want to be if somebody pulls out, then you'll be the next one in, or you can go home. And I was like, yeah, just send me home. There's no point in me staying out here, and then nobody leaves, and then I just waste another couple days in there. As soon as I went home, I booked my first fight of this year. I booked the first fight I had this year, and when ended up doing that 2 weeks later and got a win. So everything happens for a reason. Everything good. Everything good. That show was going to be a tough ass show. It's not an easy show. Everything was condensed because Connor and Chandler came in late, and Connor was doing all his shit. So it was like it was literally like fucking mad fights in like a 4 or 5 week span, and it's just not. Again, that's a lot of cutting weight. That's a lot of work. That's a lot of hard time, and it is what it is.
Yeah, so are you happy in one aspect that it didn't pan out, or
Yeah, I am and I ain't. Like I don't like to go waste time for no reason either. Like you know what I mean? It would have been a lot of good attention. It would have been a lot of great good fights. It would have been a lot of good things for my career, but it also is what it is. Things don't happen that way all the time. Whatever happens happens, and I'm not gonna sit here and be mad about it. UFC is the biggest organization in the world, man. Whatever they feel right is right is right. You know what I mean? If I don't feel like I should have been on the show, then I shouldn't have been on the show. That's it.
yeah, understandable. And so with the year finishing out, are you just gonna kind of like take a break and then coming into 2024, do you want to stay active or
No, I'm not. I'm gonna get back to work, get back on my diet because I'm been a fat little pig since my last fight, man. I've been eating nothing but junk since the fight, so I gotta get back on my diet, get back on doing things I need to do. I took this last week off. I just start my first day back training was today. I rolled a little already, and I did some boxing this morning, so get back to a good routine and get back to work. I gotta wait till, like I said, the guys for Rob's camp come back and we can get back to full go the next week. But yeah, I want to get back to it as fast as I can. If I wait too long, I get too lazy. I'm a lazy dude, and to be honest with you, right, man. This year has been the hardest I've worked as a professional in my life, man. We've been grinding for the last year, staying focused, and I don't want to lose my momentum right now and my focus and my mental drive. Right, I got to just get back to it and get going and do the things that I need to do because again, I see a place I've never felt like I've been before, and I'm ready. I'm ready to go, and I'm ready to do the things I have to do. Start of 2024. It's going to be a very big year. I really truly believe it, and I can't wait to go out there and show everybody who I truly am and what I'm truly capable of.
I can't wait to see it, man. And have you and Rob been helping each other get ready for your fights? Like, were you
Um,
helping him as he was heading out?
Well, I train with everybody. You know what I mean. We have a big room up there now, so there's plenty of guys. You got Calvin, you got Tommy Pags, you got Brendan Marat, guys like that. There's plenty of guys in the room, and we work with everybody. I've sparred with Rob a little bit, but we got like Figgy's a little bit smaller than me, so and a little faster, a little different style than me. So we've been having he's been having Mitch Raposo to move around with a lot. Mitch is more close to Figgy size, and he's moves a little faster. So definitely, but I've definitely worked with Rob. Rob's a monster. Rob's one of the hardest working dudes in the world, man. Any given day, Rob can beat anybody. So I don't see this being a good night for Figgy on Saturday. You know.
Yeah, that was going to be my next question. Which, what were your thoughts on Saturday? You think he'll get it done?
Yeah, for sure, 100%. I think Rob on a good day beats anybody in the world, and I think Rob's just gonna be too big, too strong, too technical, and I think he's just gonna walk through Figgy.
Oh yeah, can't wait to see it. And let's see. I actually think that covered everything, man. Is there anything you want to get out for the fans or anything like that?
Yeah, I just appreciate you, brother, for giving me the opportunity to talk, and yeah, just follow me out where on all my social medias. Thank you guys. I appreciate everybody, and thank you again. I appreciate you, brother.
I appreciate you, Kris. Thank you for coming on, and I hope you have a great day, brother.
You too, bro. Have a good one. God bless.
Good. God bless.